Hey everybody, what's going on? It is the Bullpen. I am Tony Mack. That is Tricky Ricky. We are here live at Toyota Field in Madison. We've got a beautiful field they're putting together for our homestand next week, but the boys are on the road starting last night. They left for Birmingham yesterday, got there, took on the Barons, and we will discuss what happened then, what to expect tonight. Looking forward to what we have coming up next week, and then everything else going on. A lot of miscellaneous stuff that we'll discuss. I've got some good stuff for you today on that front. It's going to be fun.
All right, dude. I was playing my phone. I didn't really hear anything you said, but I'm looking forward to it.
Guinness World Record of most expensive food. We're going to talk about some of that. What goes into it, what's in it.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah. Heard it on the radio this morning.
Oh, stealing bits. Nice.
That's a podcast, dude. They're like parallel. They don't.
It's recycling.
Yeah, it's recycling. That's what half of radio is anyway. Radio is just a bunch of recycled, stolen bits.
Conan O'Brien used to do a bit on his show where he would just take local news reports and how every single news reporter across the country, while reporting the same story, opened it up with the same line. Like they had some catchy little zinger or whatever at the beginning, and like the guy in Spokane, Washington would do it. The guy in Tulsa, Oklahoma would do it. Lady in Houston, Texas. Lady over here in New York, Chicago, Huntsville, whatever, and they all use the same line. So yeah, I think there's like 2 people in the whole country writing news, TV, and radio.
I hope they get paid.
And it's just all gets recycled.
I hope they're paid well.
They probably are not.
Yeah, I'd probably have to agree. But let's start with what went down last night. The Trash Pandas got things started in Birmingham, and I told you, man, I knew that we talked about it on Monday.
You called it.
We said that the Trash Pandas were going to bounce back. The bats were going to wake up. That was the big thing, right? The starting pitching, we said, had been really, really good so far. The bullpen needed a little work. They had the one bad inning, really bad inning, but other than that, it's been very solid.
Hey, when you have to wake up your kid from them taking a nap, and there's like I imagine there's like a gentle way you wake up your son. How would you apply that same wake-up method to the wake-up method our bats had? Like, pretend our bats were asleep for a nice nap. You were ready to wake them up, but you didn't want to startle them because it's a young bat.
Ready to wake them up. But do we have to be somewhere in the next hour, or is it just like a Saturday?
Yeah, the game's starting in an hour.
Oh, all right. Because normally it would be something soft. It would be like, hey.
Oh, okay, then all right, give me some. All right, we got a day off. But, you're ready to wake up the bats.
All right, hey, buddy. Hey, just, I don't want to touch your chest.
You can do what you got to do. Whatever makes you.
Hey, bud.
Regret that.
Buddy, yeah. See, it feels weird. No,
I'm sorry. Let's start over. I'm 100% committed. I asked you for something. I should be able to reciprocate.
Hey, buddy. It's like 4:30. It's time to get up, man. Let's.
Oh my gosh!
Get out of bed,
dude!
Get out of bed!
This is on camera, man. Don't.
No, normally I just pick him up and I kind of like gently wake. I can't pick you up.
All right. Well. Yeah, the bats woke up on their own.
Yeah, the bats did not need the wake-up call, man. They didn't need me to pick them up and shake them either. They were great. 9 runs last night, scored on the Barons. The Trash Pandas win that one. Starting pitching again, it was a short outing. The winning decision actually went to one of the relievers, which we'll talk about here in a minute. That was pretty sweet. But I just wanted to talk about our starting pitching. Medeiros, he pitched last night. He pitched like 4 innings. He had, I think, a hit, no runs. This is what I mean by the Trash Pandas are going to be fine because it's a really good baseball team. That's what I said on Monday, and I mean it. The bats had been quiet. They struck out 9 straight times to open the season on Thursday. They had a big home run, didn't really do much other than that. in that first doubleheader until the bottom of the 7th. And then game 2, big home run. Didn't really have to do much other than that. But the 9 runs last night was good run support for the starting pitching. Here's what the starting pitching has done through 4 games for the Rocket City Trash Pandas this year. Through 4 games, they've given up 5 hits, no runs. They've struck out 26 batters.
Woo!
They've only walked 6, and they've pitched 19 1/3 innings out of 32 total innings that the Trash Pandas have played so far this season.
You take your sabermetrics and you put them where the sun don't shine, pal, because we don't need them.
I'm telling you, they're going to be fine. And Charles put it well, too. He's like, other than like the cold start to the bats on opening day and then having the really bad inning with the relief pitching, they've been fine. And this is a really, really great team, and you're going to start to see that as the bats wake up a little more, pitching starts to find themselves. The starters really seem like they're in a groove. We'll see how everything else goes. Last night, I mean, big fans of the show, the Yovans. They've been popping in here telling us the story about Kenyon. They've been joining in and reacting and
where my Yovans at?
I want to know where the Yovans at because I want out to look. We're a step closer, right? We're a step closer to the Yovan in the outfield.
I already got my tickets for the Yovans mixtape tour, baby. Let's go.
Kenyon Yovan
go.
Was credited with the win last night. He struck out 3 dudes in the inning of work that he got last night. And the Trash Pandas, again, won that one handily, scored 9 runs. Kenyon Yovan, he's, I think, appeared in at least 2 games. I know he appeared in 1 in the opening day. He appeared last night and already 1-0 on the year. So,
let's go, baby. Hop on the Yovan. Look, I got a sound effect now. Hold on. Hey.
Nuh-uh.
Jump aboard the Yovan.
Yeah.
Hey.
That's good. It wasn't too aggressive.
Yeah, just boop, boop. Beep, beep. Hey, just letting you know we're here. We ain't
one of
getting in
those
the way.
like, hey, the light turned green. Let's go.
That's hey, that's what you should hear every time he hops out of the bullpen. And you know, oh, who's coming in the game? Uh-oh. Buckle up. It's time to hop in the van.
We got to get him a good song to come out of the bullpen. It's not like they're going to take our suggestions. We still don't play Fireman for Ben Joyce.
Nah, it's a travesty.
Ben Joyce needs Fireman. What would Yovan get? What would his out of the bullpen song be? It has to be more than just the horn effect. That could be in there for sure.
Right. I Can't Drive 55 by, who's that? I can't drive 55.
I know.
Is that Motley Crue? No,
it's not Motley Crue.
No. That's
it's like a one single name. I think.
I hate myself for not knowing this.
You know it. I know it too.
Older people are going to get in the chat and shame me for not knowing this.
It's making me very mad that I don't know this.
What up, Virgil? Look at him in the comments. First comment, ready to jump on the Yovan hype van. Wait, hold on. Did you say you're ready to hop in the van? Nice. Come on in.
I didn't even have to finish Googling it.
Come on in.
Sammy Hagar.
Oh, yeah.
Can't drive 55.
Dang. Yeah. Nah, we should probably find something better.
We would have to do some heavy editing.
Yeah.
But for every cuss word in the Ludacris song, move, get out, it could be the honk.
Yeah. Ooh. Hey. Oh, I like that. Move. Get out the way. That's friendly.
Get out the way.
That's doing a public service. Hey, look, get out the way. Van's coming through.
That's right. Clear the road.
All right. See Bob Boland getting in there. Sammy Hagar. I knew it. I'm embarrassed.
Yeah, I was Googling, like, as I was typing in the words, it hit me in my head. It's Sammy Hagar.
So dumb. I knew it. But yeah, hype train's rolling. It's only day like 4 of the Yovan hype train. He gets a W already. Mom and Dad are in the chat. What's up? They follow us on Twitter.
He's got a really cool story too, and we're gonna try to get him on. We're gonna have during the homestands this year. We're gonna try to have some players on the podcast, kind of like we used to on the radio. And the first one we want on is Kenyon Yovan. So I've already talked to Aaron. He's going to try to set that up for us and make sure he can get in here. So it'd be great because he's got number one, he's got a really cool story, and then we have to bring up the.
I don't even know the story.
It's a good one.
I literally only know that his name rhymes with Van.
No, it's a good story.
I'm looking forward to it.
So we have that to talk about. Plus, we can talk about the whole Yovan thing. So, does he have a Yovan? What does he drive? Mama, Papa, Yovan. Where you, Daddy Yovan, Mama Yovan? What does he drive?
Let's save some questions for Friday.
Okay.
I want to hear it from the.
And by Friday, guys, I mean next Friday. I'm sorry, I keep forgetting today's Wednesday. It'd be next Friday because they're in Birmingham.
That's a good point. So I didn't realize that they are not here currently.
Yeah, I will not be able to have him on the show on Friday. But again, Pandas get the dub last night. officially on the right track. What, 2-2 on the year now?
Well, the Panders are 500, folks.
And hey, that's 2 in a row. It's 2 in a row. Some would call a win tonight a winning streak. So,
Ooh, whoa.
I'm saying, hey, some people would say
Go ahead.
that would be a winning. It would be a winning streak.
We got lineups yet? Have you seen news on this thing? Do we only get lineups when the team's here in town?
I think so because
I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. That's fine, though. Who should we have pitching? Think about it. We've got some knowledge. We see the team every day. We know the rotation.
Well, we've only gone 4 deep. So
Guy Bush is on the development list or injured list. Some list. He's on a list that doesn't let him play.
that's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Speaking of Aguilar, he didn't play last night, but Aggie came off the development list.
Oh yeah, and because of that, the reason he did become off or get off that list is because Jeremiah Jackson having a child.
I saw he was temporarily unavailable. I assumed that that's what that meant. Other people thought that it was because of what happened on Saturday. It is not. It is because I'm dead serious. I'm 100% serious. People thought that.
Maybe some guy that plays for the Biloxi Shuckers would quit after making an error, but not here in Panda Land.
No, his wife is getting ready to have their kid. So
we filmed the weekly promo video a little earlier, and our cameraman backed up into the whole tray of business cards, broke that whole thing with his keister, just bumped right into it, had no idea he was filming me this way, backpedaling, boom, goes into it. He didn't quit. You know where he is? He's right there.
He's right over there.
There working. He's at it in that same video.
He's hiding his face, but he's filling out, I think, his 2-week notice, but he hasn't quit yet.
He's going to lay low for a couple days, no doubt. Probably. I mean, there's a couple business cards I have no business touching anymore.
Maybe Dr. Joel can come and surgically remove
He's definitely going to need a doctor, a specialist of some sorts to get a few of those out. But he didn't quit, though, folks. Didn't quit. But you did Jeremiah, but so congratulations to the family having a little baby.
I know the feeling, man. We had ours last June.
Mike Trout had a kid, and then he started playing real well afterwards, too. I'm going to go ahead and call it right now. We're putting it on a Jeremiah Jackson heat watch.
I'm calling it right now. You're going to see Jeremiah Jackson after like a month or two. Mm-hmm. You're going to see him starting getting to the facility earlier and get naps here because he ain't napping at home.
Ooh, is that the move? Maybe we should have him on second. You can give him some rookie year dad advice. Does he have a kid already? I kind of feel like he might.
Jeremiah, I have no idea. I know.
If not, you can hook him up.
Like, hey, honey, sorry, I got to go down. I haven't been playing well. I got to get there a little earlier to get some extra practice in. He gets here at like 10 o'clock, takes a couple-hour nap.
So I'm going to catch him sleeping in the batting cage here in a couple weeks.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Oh, for sure. He's not getting it at home. There's no way he's getting to sleep at home.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah.
Makes you like those road trips a little more, I guess.
Oh, yeah. Huh? Jeremiah definitely sits by himself, pillow on the window. Like, hey, guys, don't sit by me, please.
All right, a lot more coming from the Pandas. We're going to do some van talk, and we're going to talk about how to father a child. Probably.
Oh, we got to get Jeremiah on here, man,
yeah.
For sure. I can't wait to talk to him about that. But Yovan hopefully is going to be our first guy. But you want to talk about the other guys that stole the show last night. Again, great pitching from Medeiros, going 4 innings, only giving up 1 hit. Again, a starting pitcher for the Trash Pandas has not given up a run yet this year so far, only given up 5 hits in 4 games from the starting pitching. We have the relief staff did a great job last night. Ivan Armstrong did a good job last night. But again, Kenyon Yovan gets the win. And then the man of the hour. You want to talk about the dude that was absolutely raking last night? He finally woke up a little bit there towards the end of that first homestand.
Was it my headband, bro?
It was your head. Is it your headband, bro?
Yo, I think we're going to start modeling headbands for the team store. Yeah, we've got a little bit of a thing going. I think it's going to be kind of like a buddy cop scenario. Maybe a lot of poses where we're back to back. Maybe like one guy's goofing off, one guy's swinging. Kind of that little Dumb and Dumber situation, a little Dumb and Dinger situation.
I like the Dumb and Dinger. I think the first thing he needs to model though are the sick cleats, the Trash Panda cleats he was wearing yesterday. And of course, I'm talking about Zach Neto, that led off the. He's the leadoff hitter for the Trash Pandas. He led off the game. He got into an 0-2 hole and hit a home run and didn't look back. He went 4 for 5 last night. 4 for 5. Dude's got to be batting like 480 right now.
I don't know. But whatever it is, he's doing very well.
He's hitting unreal. But that was great to see him get started there with that home run. But he's going to be one of those guys. He was one of those guys that we were really excited to have back. He's one of those returning guys. He's the top-ranked prospect for the Trash Pandas, right?
Not on the pro team, right?
Yeah, not on the pro team. So obviously you expect big things out of him. And speaking of another one of those guys, he was supposed to look the part last year, but he battled injuries when he got here. But Sam Bachman, I know that we were really overshadowed by that first game, but man, Bachman looks so good.
Yeah, we got 2 first-round picks in the building right now.
Yeah.
And I was like, of prospects that aren't on the major league roster, that wouldn't make you a prospect anymore, right? When do you officially go from prospect to pro?
I think
or to major leaguer.
Is Ohapi technically still a prospect
until
he's played a certain amount of games? I don't know how that works.
The way the dude's hitting the ball, he's playing like he's an 8-year vet.
And that's the other guy I wanted to bring up, but I'm trying to work my way. I'm trying to start with the Pandas AA and work our way up to that because, again, there's a lot of Trash Panda alum, current and former guys that did some work last night.
And before we get to Logan Ohapi, former Panda, currently the best catcher in the world, Zach Neto, going back to him, he's very interested in the mid-inning entertainment. Mm-hmm. Did you know that?
No. Is he
opening night last Thursday, I was standing by the dugout. I was right there at the tunnel waiting to go out on the field for something. And Neto was getting ready to bat, and he comes over by the steps where you enter the batting circle to get ready. And before he does, he kind of just looks at me and gives me a knuck. Like, he goes like, "Hey, what's up, man?" I'm like, "Hey, what's up, dude?" And he goes back to his bat, and he's getting ready. And then he turns back over, and he goes like this. He goes, "Hey, man, why aren't y'all dancing tonight?" And I was like, "What?" He's like, "Why aren't you guys dancing tonight? What's going on? It's opening night." I'm like, "Oh, we'll dance tomorrow." He's like, "All right, good, cool." And then he grabbed his bat and went back in the circle and started timing the pitch and everything. And I'm like, man, it must be nice to be so good at baseball that, like, in between getting ready for, your professional at bat, you're like, "Hey, you guys going to do that 25-second dance by second base? I really like that stuff."
How did he even know that you guys weren't dancing?
I don't know. It was later in the game. I guess it was, we do it on the second drag of the night. So I guess after the second drag, he was bummed out. He might have been the most bummed out fan on opening night. And he was our starting shortstop. So I told him, I said, "Don't worry, we'll do it tomorrow."
Oh,
and we did. And as we're dragging the dirt, I get done at third base. I'm going over towards second where I can drop my drag. Neto's not even taking infield. He's just looking at me and goes, "All right, here we go, boys." And I'm like, shouldn't you be throwing a baseball or catching it? Or I don't know. And no, he's just looking at us like, "All right, here we go. Here we go." I love it, dude.
I guess he would be one of the guys that loves it because he's right there in the middle of the mix.
He's right there. I mean, he's got a front row seat. And I love when the guys on the team get into the entertainment in between the innings.
That's awesome.
It makes it so much fun. So,
man,
he was on dance alert for 3 days.
Do you have a treat for him coming up soon, too?
Oh, buddy. We ordered tearaway sweatpants.
Yeah, they did.
Yow! He's gonna flip when he sees that one, dude.
You've been practicing because your first tear didn't go the right way. You got caught on the ankles.
I think I tore my UCL in my elbow when I tried to pull that first one. Then I did the every other button method, and I
Smart. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Yeah,
looks like a Magic Mike movie when I'm wow.
Austin did a good job on his the first time, but you got caught around the ankles.
Oh man, it was rough. It was like I gave myself a wedgie. In long pants.
The thing that always drives me about those in NBA players wear them every game, and then they end up putting them back on when they go back to the bench, and then they tear them off again. Who's in charge of buttoning them back up?
That's a great question because I've had to rebutton mine up a bunch lately, and it's hard. It just turns into an awkward sheet.
Yeah.
After you give it the old rip. You know they got a button guy though.
They have to, and that's got to be the most underappreciated job on an NBA bench. Like, all right, because it's not just one dude that has to come back and put them on and then tear them again. It's like the whole starting lineup does it, and then everybody that subs in and out tears their pants off, and they have to put them back on by the time they come back to the bench.
That should be a part of the NBA All-Star Weekend. Forget that. Everyone complains about the dunk contest or whatever. Let's get some equipment managers out there. Let's have 12 guys rip their pants off heading onto the court. Let's see how quick he can repair these pants and have them ready to go to join the court one more time.
I love that.
Let's get a button gauntlet going. Rip. Next guy. Time.
And other businesses honor people like that too. I know. I used to know someone that worked at a Domino's for a long time. They hold like a nationwide, nationwide competition for all Domino's workers that box fold and make pizzas.
I worked at Pizza Hut, and there was like a top 10 in the country that you would occasionally see a leaderboard. I'm like, these people can't be real. There's no way. But I guess my Pizza Hut barely, could keep the ice machine full, let alone, submit people for the top 10 box folders. But it does exist.
When I worked at Terry's Pizza in the
tell
back
Terry I said hello, by the way.
back of a Star Market,
Yep.
we would see who could do boxes the fastest amongst each other, but like in that one store just for fun.
Mm-hmm.
But we didn't have like a top 10 or anything like that. I would love to see that. I was by far the best at our location.
Is that right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Congrats. I'm proud of you.
Thanks.
Good job. Is that what you wanted?
No,
Okay.
it wasn't at all.
What are we talking about?
Box folding.
No, before
Let's work backwards. Box folding. We're talking about Domino's,
Box.
All-Star Weekend, tearaway sweatpants.
There we go. Good job. That was quick. So, yeah, I got those.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we got an education day coming up on Wednesday, so it's going to be an 11:05 game. Is there anywhere? Are y'all doing a dance that day? Or
I don't think so, but I have had a lot of people ask. They're like, hey, day game, do I have to be a school kid to go? You don't. Anybody can go to our first day game of the season, 11:05 a.m., Wednesday, April 19th. Great opportunity to fake sick. Great opportunity to not just maybe just quit your job. I don't know. I'm not suggesting that. That's not what you should do. But if you are thinking about it, this would be a good day to pull it off.
Or it's a great day to convince your employer to have a company outing that afternoon. Treat everybody to a nice lunch.
That'd probably be what you should do before option 2.
Yeah.
Try to get option 3, and then if they're like, no, we're not going to do that. And by the way, we're cutting your pay by 20%. Then you go with option 2, but try option 3.
Yeah, I would try that one. And we do have a good opportunity actually for businesses too. Our party deck is normally for rent for like one business or whoever wants to do it per game. But we're doing a mini mixer up there during that day game. So we're going to have we've got a few spots left if you want to come up and do like a little networking lunch. There's going to be food and everything provided. You feel free to call up here. We can hook you up. It's Caitlin that's in charge of that, but we can definitely help you with that. So we have some cool opportunities there. But the reason why I was asking about the day game, actually, I wasn't trying to go into that spiel. I was wanting to know about, since you're not going to do the dancing, I need to know who's, and it's probably going to be me, and I will gladly do it from up here. But we got to get Rob on board. Somebody's got to lead the hot dog dance.
Dude, I knew nothing about the hot dog dance.
You got to do the hot dog dance.
Before you educated me on it, and I feel like the people need to see it too.
Every kid's going to know the Mickey Mouse Club as soon as they hear the song. Bum, 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 bum,
so that's a Mickey Mouse thing?
It's Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, yeah.
And what's it look like?
Oh, dude, so Mickey, he leads it, of course. He gets up. Oh, you're on my cord.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. Here we Sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, it's okay. You got to see the feet. It's footwork. It's all about the footwork.
Right.
He gets up. Goofy's over here going like this, like doing some karate stuff. Then Donald's kicking his big web feet up in the air.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude.
Was Goofy doing a crane kick kind of?
Dude, yeah. Goofy's over here just like letting it float.
Goofy took the blue acid. He's just over there tripping.
But yeah, hot dog dance, man. You got to have the hot dog dance.
Man, dude, not only do you need to lead it, but you need to wear the hot dog costume, and you need to be shooting hot dogs at the kids with the hot dog can.
If we can convince Rob to do that, you know what that should be? That should be one of our fan cams. The hot dog cam.
That would be great. So, like, people know that? Like, kids know that dance?
They should.
Okay.
That should be a common thing because Mickey Mouse Clubhouse has been out for a long time.
Yeah.
So
I love the hot dog dance. Like, watching you do it every time puts a smile on my face. Let's try it out on April 19th. And on the May 3rd Education Day, which has, like, I'm not kidding you, I think 3,000 students and teachers coming out too. That's your Madison Square Garden. That's your Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That's the day to bust out the hot dog dance and see what we can get.
I'm with it, man. I have no problems doing the hot dog dance. I feel like I'm an expert at it. I practice it. I'm good at it. I'm prepared for it, you know?
Okay. Hey, bring it, because I'll get that hot dog cannon ready to go. We will hot dog it up out here.
Oh, yeah, the hot dog cannon's a good call. Good call there also. So yeah, we're working backwards what we were talking about. I did want to congratulate all the trash painters that look good this week so far. We had Kenyon Yovan with the win. We had Zach Neto get started with going 4 for 5 for the week. And moving up to AAA, did you see who smacked a grand slam last night?
Oh, yeah, dude. The hammer of Thor. Trey Cabbage.
He is blistering the ball. this season so far. I feel like anytime I hear about him, he's hit a home run. So Trey Cabbage is looking the part. We miss you. We're watching you from afar, my friend. We're very glad that you're not here anymore, but it would have been cool to see him at least one more game.
It's bittersweet, no doubt.
Yeah.
But he clearly does not belong in AA because
No.
I don't even think he belongs in AAA anymore. That guy's he's playing like he did to start the year last year, which was just blasting nukes into the atmosphere at an alarming rate.
I just hope that they have a janitor's closet that's worthy enough for his for now.
I bet they do. What's your favorite term for a home run? I saw us tweet nuke the other day. I was like, I like that one. That's good.
Nuke. I like when people say when they say it's melted.
Melted. I don't know about that.
But that's like describing it. It's not really calling it something. You know what I mean? Like that ball was melted. But you're talking about like a ding. That is a dinger. That's a nuke. Those are the only two I think I really know.
There's so many great slang terms in baseball. I like when someone says, "Oh, that ball just got pieced." Oh, I'll drop that down at random times. I'll just look to a guy after a hit, be like, "Oh, dude, that one was pieced," and then I won't even look for a response.
My favorite sport my favorite lingo in any sport's got to be hockey. Hockey's got the best.
Hockey's got a lot of good ones.
They call it the biscuit. The 5-hole, all that. So they have all that. But
Dangles. They use dangle a lot. I like that term.
The way they talk to each other, it's like another language. Hockey is a different language for sure. So that's a good one. Baseball's got some good words though. Like dinger's a good one. Nuke, I like that one. I like it when someone says the home run was melted.
That home run was melted.
Yeah. But there's a guy on TikTok that does that. He used to play ball. I don't think he played like professionally, but he played in college, and now he coaches, and he does that. He like just makes fun of and analyzes people playing baseball. And when if someone throws a ball, he always like zooms in and he says it's a ball. But if anybody's finally throwing a strike, he always, instead of saying a strike, he says it's melted or lasered.
I like when people go like, "Oh, that ball got deleted." That's
say
my favorite one right now. Oh, that ball's absolutely deleted. Doesn't exist anymore. It's gone.
To me, that feels like as soon as it hits the bat, it just disappears. Like
right.
In that moment, not in the outfield.
Yeah, not every home run can be deleted. Yeah. But every deleted ball is a home run.
Yeah,
no,
that tracks. That
checks out.
That tracks. All right.
Yeah.
I don't think there's actual math involved in that, but it checks out.
Yeah, I did the math.
Okay.
I did it.
So Cabbage, absolutely melting. Neto, raking. Raking's another good one.
Rake, yeah.
And then we at the professional level last night, it was Shohei Ohtani Day. He got things done. He ended up pitching, I think, like 6 shutout innings or something like that. He pitched a really good game. And then, of course, you know who showed up for the Angels. Again, they only scored 2 runs last night in that 2-0 win. But it was none other than Logan O'Hoppe again. This dude, I mean, I've heard AL Rookie of the Year. I've heard MVP.
I love
We're like 10 games into the year. But
9 games. Go ahead, give him the award.
Yeah, we're like 11 games in. But it's great to see it, the pace he's on anyway. He's doing a great job. And he's batting like 9th. Every time I see him anyway, he's in the 9 hole.
He moved up to 8 today. I saw the lineup for him. He's up to 8.
So when you have something like that anchor in your lineup, I mean, that's pretty good when a guy like that's hitting that well and he's still batting 8 or 9 because you still have Shohei, you still have Mike Trout.
From the catcher position, too.
If he's healthy, you have Anthony Rendon. So
Ohtani got searched.
Dude,
he was pitching so good, they were like, well, you got something on you.
Did you see what it was?
Yeah. There's a little pitch.
They were looking for him like up here. They're like, no, there's something fishy going on in this area, and that's where he keeps his pitch calm.
Yeah.
And then seeing a guy who clearly doesn't speak the same language Shohei Ohtani speaks, try to laugh it off and explain it to him, Shohei didn't get it. Like the guy was just, oh yeah, it was a pitch, it was right here, and Shohei was just like, the guy was like, yeah, no, you're good. And he was Shohei's, all right, so he just walked back to the dugout.
He got a little too happy, made him scared.
Yeah,
yeah,
because he was looking at him like, imagine a guy coming up to you that does not speak your language, and he's just like angrily looking at you, pointing here, and like,
no, that would be scary.
And then you pull it out, and you're like, it's this, and he's like, yeah. You're like, well, I don't know what's happening,
dude. Can we fix stat pages for Ohtani because I get all of his hitting stats, and I gotta look into the Encyclopedia Britannica to try to find pitching on this.
Just
guy.
go. I usually just go to their like the actual game, I go to the score, the box score.
Yeah.
And
I have a
it'll give you
bat
his line.
versus pitch column here for him. Oh, okay. And it does nothing for me. He
Yeah.
needs his own website. All things Ohtani.
Just go to their score from last night.
But back to Logan O'Hoppe. I mean, think of that trade last year that brought him in town.
Mm-hmm.
What did they trade him for? It was it for Marsh?
I think so.
Like, Marsh is – I don't even think he's in the starting lineup for the Phillies. Like, I mean, they got O'Hoppe. They fleeced the Phillies for O'Hoppe.
Yeah.
That was a great trade.
And it's worked out well for the Trash
Worked out well
Pandas.
for
Worked out well
us.
for the Angels so far. Shohei last night went 7 innings, gave up 1 hit, no runs, walked 5, struck out 6. He threw 92 pitches, 55 strikes. His ERA right now so far, as he is 2-0 to start the year, is a .47.
He just broke a Nolan Ryan record. That's usually pretty good.
Oh, no.
Ohtani set the record for most consecutive starts giving up 2 runs or fewer. He's done it now 10 starts in a row. The previous record held by Nolan Ryan, who did it in 72-73.
Oh, my gosh.
Just a 50-year-old record. No big deal.
What was it for again? For
Most consecutive starts giving up 2 runs or less.
Oh, my gosh. That's amazing.
10.
And think about it for the Angels too, from this perspective, since we get to see the AA side of it, and then some of the guys that have moved on to AAA. You've got Shohei up there right now. You've got a guy like Reed Detmers that did a great job last year. You have some other guys currently on the team, but in AAA you've got a guy like Chase Silseth waiting in the wings. Down here you've got guys like Sam Bachman, Kai Bush, Mason Erla, Coleman Crow, and then relievers. Eric Torres, Ben Joyce, if they get back on track, they were great last year. He was a Southern League reliever of the year. Eric Torres. So, I mean,
the minor leagues for the Angels are loaded, man.
it's so
I saw
good.
Jordan Adams, former Panda, hose a guy at second base the other day. Joe Adell at the AAA level set the record for most consecutive games with a home run, 6.
Joe Adell's been amazing.
I mean, he's just beating up AAA right now.
You ever heard
We
this
talked
one?
about Cabbage out there. I mean, they're fired. They've got 2 AAA teams, the
Oh, yeah.
Angels.
You ever heard of this one before? Bob Bolin gets in and he says, "Do you ever hear anyone using Texas Leaguer anymore when speaking of baseball?"
Texas Leaguer. Yeah, give me the what's an example of how you would use that? I have heard that used
I've
before,
never heard
but
that.
I don't think I ever knew what it meant.
I don't think I've ever heard the term Texas Leaguer.
What's it
before.
mean to be a Texas Leaguer? I feel like that's not good. Like, yeah, we got one of these Texas Leaguers up here. He probably doesn't even wear bat gloves.
That sounds like, I can't remember if it is, but it almost sounds like something you'd hear in Bull Durham. Was that used in Bull Durham? Sounds like it
Probably.
was.
Feels like it.
That feels like it would be. Sounds like a Kevin Costner thing to say.
Yeah, we don't got a roster full of Texas Leaguers over here, all right, pal? We got real bona fide baseball players, all right? And if you don't believe me, just listen to this.
Was that
No.
was that the Ovan?
It's pulling up.
Oh man.
He parked that thing in Birmingham for the weekend.
So the other thing I wanted to bring up here, since we spent quite a bit of time talking about baseball, I heard this one on the radio this morning. There is a Guinness. Well, you can find a Guinness World Record for just about anything. If you could set a Guinness World Record, what would you want it to be for?
Longest time spent juggling.
Most steps taken at a baseball game?
No,
You could probably hit that.
no,
one.
juggling record. I want to be known as the world's greatest juggler.
Oh, okay.
I can't juggle, so if I could just juggle at all, that'd be cool. But imagine if I were the best juggler. Imagine if I was the Ohtani of jugglers.
Have you seen good jugglers?
No, I don't know.
It's pretty crazy how.
I'm gonna Google best juggler alive.
You're gonna realize how far.
Anthony Gatto. See, his name pops up immediately. Holds various juggling world records. Considered to be the world's greatest juggler.
Go look at the video.
Michael Goudot, ex-circus clown and frequent collaborator of Penn Jillette, half of the Penn and Teller duo. Oh, that's just some other guy. Anthony Gatto. I'm coming for you, dude. If I had the choice, I'd be the world's greatest juggler.
Go ahead and look up what being the world's greatest juggler would mean. Because I'm telling you right now, you've got a lot of work to do. That stuff is insane.
Look, I'm not saying that I can naturally do it. You asked me what record I would want. I'd want to be known as the world's best juggler. I feel like that'd be a fun icebreaker anytime at a dinner party.
Is there a
Hey, what are you doing later? I don't know. Probably going to work on my juggling. Oh, you juggle? Yeah? When did you start doing that? Well, it's just kind of a hobby, but I am considered the best in the world at it.
Is there an obscure...
Toss me those butter knives.
Oh, God.
I'm going to town.
Is there an obscure world record that you know of that just so insane to have, or anything that comes to your mind?
The ones that are always gross are like longest fingernails.
Ew.
Your fingernails are disgusting. You can't use your hands for anything because you can't wrap those curly, moldy, crusting-looking things. That's a record I don't get.
I get those kind of records confused when those are Guinness World Records, but there's a line for me in my head that I can't differentiate between Guinness World Record and like a Ripley's Believe It or Not. That feels like a Ripley's Believe It or Not kind of gross thing to have rather than a world record.
But it's a thing.
I know.
World's longest fingernails, that gross dude with the cinnamon bun looking one off his pointer finger and the other one's just straight. He's got to put it in a bag. Have you ever seen that guy? He puts his fingernails in a bag, like a velvet bag, like it's a bottle of Crown Royal or something.
No.
And then he pulls it out, and it gets caught on a bunch of parts because it's all jagged and gross. Oh, why would you want that?
At least file them up.
Bro, learn how to juggle. Get rid of those fingernails. Do something productive.
I want you to look this up. I don't know that it is a world record. I've never seen that it is, but I'm like 100% positive that it's good. That there's a record of this somewhere.
Okay.
Longest duration without showering. What's that record?
Well, I mean, technically there's people that have never taken a shower.
170. World record-breaking shower. Oh, a record-breaking shower. He took a shower for 174 hours?
That's just foolish. Oh, I searched longest time with showering, not without shower. Sorry, my bad. World's dirtiest man. Oh, that's a title you should never want. That's such a gross title. That's the opposite of the juggling title I want. World's dirtiest man, Amu Haji, didn't shower for 60 years. Passes away at 94 after bathing a few months back. Oh, my God, did a bath kill him?
Oh, my God. Is that him? Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I thought that was a statue for a second.
Yeah, I bet your body would go into shock if you were that guy and you took a bath. You wouldn't even know what water is.
He looks like a statue.
Oh, this is kind of sad. Well, wow. Okay, so Amu Haji refrained from taking a shower in fear of getting sick. This dude's immune system was the Navy SEALs. It has also been revealed that some emotional setbacks in his youth was the reason that made him stern about not taking a bath with water or soap. What has to happen to you as a youngster for you like, that's it? Soap's not for me. Probably something terrible.
Do you use your mouth washed out a lot with it?
I mean,
My wife did. My wife's mom, my mother-in-law, used to wash my wife's mouth out with soap.
You ever try that? It's just gross.
No.
It tastes like soap. Nothing's actually cleaner. All right, this guy, popularly known as the dirtiest man in the world, passed away on October 23rd. Now, this article's
22.
from... All right, he passed away. I don't know. Oh, this article's from October of 22. Mm-hmm. He passed away
6 months ago.
On October 23rd in the village of whatever. He refrained from taking showers in fear of getting sick. However, a few months ago, the residents of his village forced him to wash for the first time. My dude moved into a new village, and they were like, "Hey, we're not doing that whole world record not shower stuff. All right, we got an HOA. You're gonna bathe. You're gonna cut your grass. All right." And he moved over there, and they said, "Look, you're gonna need to bathe." This guy, according to reports, would eat roadkill. He would smoke a pipe filled with animal excrement and believed that cleanliness would make him ill. Okay.
So what's the cause of death here?
And it doesn't even say how he died. It's just full of ads now.
Is it 90? So he was 94, so I can see it being old age. But they had to throw that in there, though. He washed himself a few months back. Now he's dead.
I mean, he was worried about taking a bath and getting sick. He took a bath and he died.
He smoked a pipe filled with animal excrement.
When you get
often.
Not by accident.
It wasn't a one-off.
Well, look,
he was known for this.
He was probably right. He was on to something. That HOA for the village he moved into made him take a bath.
HOA.
And it put his body into absolute hygienic shock. You can't not bathe and smoke dumps through a pipe for 60 years and then, swipe on some Axe body wash, and all of a sudden things are going to get better. No way. It's going to soak in your pores. That's going to get that's bad.
Was it Germex?
So if you're
Get outta
not
here.
Yeah, if you're not going to shower, stay not showering.
I want to know what he looked like after they bathed him.
Oof. He looked pretty bad before.
I swear, I thought he was a statue. He looked like a statue.
Yeah.
That was insane. Okay, so there's the title for world's dirtiest man.
Look, in the picture they took, it wasn't even a good one. He's like this.
I think that was a good picture.
He's probably like, see, we got Visine out there. My eyes are so dusty.
So, the reason why I wanted to bring that up.
Yeah, that was gross.
You'll love this. God, you'll love that. Sorry, I just gotta look at the YouTube comments before we move on to the other thing. Yovan's mom.
Oh, dude. I think I just fell in love with the Yovans even more looking at this comment. Hey, guys, just catching up. Kenyon's bullpen song when he closed at Oregon was The Undertaker. Oh, that would be bananas, dude. Dun, dun. And we got the lights, too, in that. They go low. They get dark. Followed by. Get ready to get scared, opposing batters, because the Undertaker's coming to the mound, and he's coming there at 8 miles an hour in a rickety old van. Oh, dude. Hold on, I'm downloading that thing. I'm gonna see if we can mix this up a little bit at the Beat Laboratory. Know what I mean?
Beat Lab.
Let's see the Beat Lab.
Let's go. I knew you as soon as I saw Undertaker theme. Like Ricky's gonna love.
Oh, dude, I fell in love with this guy all over again. Just call me Ricky Yovan from now on. I'm a member of the family. You're adopting me. I've always wanted a little brother. I mean, I already have one, but I've always wanted another one.
Oh my gosh,
dude, that is filthy. We need that so bad. Rob, who plays all the music and runs the show up here in the production booth, he'll be all over that too.
Yeah,
he's bigger into wrestling than I am. That'll be something.
Just Rob, you have to incorporate a honk in there.
You got to. Man, so awesome, Mama Yovan. Thank you for the update there. I can't wait for that to become a thing.
Let's go.
Oh, dude. I'm just getting hyped up thinking about it. I'm sorry. Did he wear the hat? Would he wear the hat? Maybe tilt the hat down.
Probably. That'd be sick.
Maybe a glove. I don't know. Or like maybe he lays down on the mound, and then right when the batter steps into the box, he sits up.
He's slaying.
Yeah. Like, dude, imagine like, hold on. He comes out to the mound, you know. All of a sudden, all you see is. Oh, I was too far down. I almost broke my arm.
You okay?
The table was higher than I thought it was. Oh, God. Hold on. All right, that didn't go as cool as I thought it would. Oh, I should have just took the camera up high and then.
Yeah.
Well. You get the point. You saw it. You felt it.
When they're getting ready to pull a pitcher and they're bringing him in, just open the bullpen door, have him lay right outside the bullpen door, and then when you hear the.
Oh, that'd be great. We need to put a coffin out there.
Oh.
Yeah. Have a camera out in the bullpen, then all of a sudden you hear the dung. You're like, whoa, what was that? And you're like, whoa, is that a coffin in the bullpen? And out comes the Yovan, and then you're like, oh my gosh, I'm scared. Somebody help. And you're like, oh wait, hold on, that makes me feel good. What's happening here?
Oh man, thank you so much for sharing that, Mama Yovan. That is amazing information to have.
That is pretty cool.
So, I wanted to bring up I brought up the world record thing for one reason, because today I heard about the world's most expensive sandwich. It is how much do you think you can make a grilled cheese for at your house?
I'd pay $27.99 for a good old grilled cheese sandwich, Tony Mac.
Oh yeah, but you wouldn't pay $214 for a grilled cheese?
We talking a little Colby J on this thing? We got some Colby Jack? What was going on?
No, I'll explain exactly what's on this thing.
What kind of? We got some Jack. I'm gonna need a little Jack in there.
This is a sandwich that you have to normally order 48 hours in advance.
Okay.
Because it has like gold flakes and stuff on it. Yeah, you heard me. Gold flakes. Edible gold flakes.
That's ridiculous.
But it is from a place called Serendipity 3. And it is, I think it's in New York, yeah. You have to order it 48 hours in advance. This guy tried it. He's blah, blah, blah. It was cool. So each sandwich gets roughly a half a pound of the rare Caciocavallo cheese. Caciocavallo Podolico cheese.
Oh, that's good cheese.
Which retails upward for $50 a pound. That's because there are only 25,000 cows whose milk is used to make this cheese, and they only lactate for 2 months a year.
What?
2 months a year.
What's wrong with these cows?
I don't know, but it makes great cheese.
I don't think it does. I think
Nope.
that's an infection.
And that's the difference between us and people who run a business. We're like, that cow's probably in trouble. Someone's like, that would make awesome. That would go great on
we could really sell that cheese at a high price.
That would go great
No,
on a
I
sandwich.
think
No, I think that's just pus. No, it's good.
this udder is definitely infected. No. It's aged. Okay. It's aged.
Aged udder.
Somebody get some gold flakes. I need to make a $214 sandwich.
It's made to order French bread, which is made from Dom Perignon champagne and has edible gold flakes baked into it.
Wow, they just got all the expensive stuff. And they made bread out of some Dom.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it keeps going. The bread is slathered with white truffle butter and brushed with white truffle oil, which has gold flakes mixed into it before being grilled.
A lot of gold.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's where all the expensive.
You eat that sandwich, you're going to produce a gold bar in the next day or two. That's an investment. This sandwich is an investment, really.
Once it's cut diagonally, each half gets a layer of edible gold on its cross section.
People are going to be sifting through septic tanks in this area. What's that show where they do the one on Discovery where they look for the gold?
I don't know.
All right.
But it doesn't.
Yeah,
it doesn't. I don't know the name of it. It doesn't in there though. Instead of tomato soup, the sandwich is served with a South African lobster tomato bisque on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's not even the most expensive thing they have on their menu. They have literally a section for Guinness World Records. None of the prices are listed.
Oh, all their food's just ridiculous.
They have a sundae called Golden Opulent Sundae that's over $1,000.
They're going to hurt the international economy with all of this gold they're forcing people to eat for no reason.
And it's not like they make their living off this because they have a really long menu for everything else. But they have these Guinness World Record stuff. World's most expensive fries.
We're going to have this is going to be another gold rush. This is going to be Gold Rush 2.0. Baby, where's my prospecting tools? I got the gold's back. It's found its way back into circulation.
You know what's worse to get all that too? It's not like going out here to the county. You're having to sift through the sewage of New York City.
Yeah, you're not sifting the Colorado River anymore.
Yeah,
you're sifting through the Hudson River, and it's gross.
You're talking New York City, down there with the rats.
You ever ate gold?
No. Well, I think
taste good.
The gold flakes in Goldschlager.
It doesn't taste like anything.
I say Goldschlager.
It should be illegal to eat gold. What are we doing?
It should be illegal. I don't know, like why that's become a thing.
That's just a flex. That's all it is. We got gold in our food.
Yeah.
I've never had a chicken sandwich, and been like, that was a good sandwich. Could have used a little sprinkle of gold though. Maybe a little salt, maybe some hot sauce. Mm-hmm. Never any 24 karat though.
I've never been like, Oliver's in there eating his Dino chicken nuggets. I'm like, you know what that needs? How about a little gold on the side, bud?
Daddy, will you give me a ketchup for my Dino nugs? And then he gets some and he goes, What the hell is this? There's no gold in this ketchup. Dad, are we poor? Are we poor now?
I hate to break it to you, but
the Petersons have gold in their ketchup.
We couldn't afford the gold ketchup. We had to go with regular Heinz.
But
you eat it like a normal person.
I told you I ain't gonna sift through the septic tank anymore. We ain't eating gold in this house. You want to go eat gold? You go over to Jefferson's house.
What's the most money you've ever spent on a meal?
Just my own meal?
Yeah, like the most expensive, whether it was for you or for your wife or something like that.
Probably around like $200-something.
On one meal?
For one
meal?
Yeah.
Was it Hell's Kitchen?
I think. There are a couple times. There's that time I got kicked out of the Ruth's Chris.
You didn't pay for that though.
I don't remember.
That was on your buddy.
Yeah, he did. He paid for that one. Hell's Kitchen in Vegas was a pretty pricey one. I've had maybe a couple other times, but I don't think ever quite like the Hell's Kitchen one. That was pretty good. That was probably in the 200s.
I don't think I've ever purchased a meal like more than $50.
I mean, it's not like you have to have it. I mean,
yeah.
You get me a $7 meal from the Taco Bell, and I'm pretty happy.
I'm gonna
just
eat.
about every day.
And that's true too. Like I think that's the value of eating cheaper food is because you treat it like it's cheap food. You're like, I don't have to eat it any kind of way. I don't have to top it with gold flakes to make it taste good. Like some rich food, it's like, well, you have to pair it with this to really make it good. I just spent $80 on it. Why do I have to?
And they give you less food too. The
Yeah.
higher you pay. So,
Why?
my appetizer was 4 scallops for that expensive meal at Hell's Kitchen.
Why does this $80 steak not taste as good as it can unless I pair it with this $80 glass of wine? Why can't it just taste? You know what? I don't have to pair with. I don't have to buy a chalupa from Taco Bell and then buy the cinnamon twists with it to make it taste good. That $3 chalupa is amazing. On its
And
way.
there ain't no gold in it.
None, not one little ounce.
There might be.
Nacho cheese is kind of like liquid gold.
Sometimes there's a finger in it, depending on which one you go to, or a rat, but never gold.
No.
Things that accidentally found its way into the meal.
Yeah, and those are very comparable things. Gold, fingers, rats, things you don't want to eat.
Which one's not high in protein?
The gold.
That's right.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
I still would advise against eating a finger, but I bet it's got some protein in it.
You're going to be better off strength-wise for 2 of the 3.
If you're eating a mouse or a rat, I would consider like really cooking all the germs out of it. But yeah, protein.
I think the Mayans used to eat gold, and then eventually they were no more. So,
I can only imagine what that does to your digestive tract.
Did the gold play a part? I don't know, but I'm not saying it didn't either.
Yeah. The trash pandas, right? Like, hey,
yeah.
baseball.
Yeah, sports are cool.
Yeah. I'd love to load anything else on this, but every time I come up here, the Wi-Fi doesn't work for me anymore, so I don't.
Are we not paying the bills?
I don't know. It works on my phone, but not on my computer.
I think we're putting too much gold in the food we serve at the concession stands. I think it's hurting the bottom line.
That might be it. Tell you what, I tried to mimic one of our meals the other night. I wanted a Philly cheesesteak, but I wanted it on fries. So I went home and made some Philly cheesesteak fries.
Yeah.
Nowhere close to as good as they are here.
Yeah, no, you're not a chef.
They're so good.
Yeah.
I can cook okay.
Yeah, but you're not as good.
It was not nearly as good as what
We
we
got
had
a solid
there.
food and beverage team over here.
Oh yeah, for sure. You have to insult me to praise them.
Hey, if I got a bunch of gold wrappers off some Werther Originals, threw them onto a grilled cheese sandwich, I wouldn't be trying to say it was any better than this $214 meal.
I didn't try to say that my meal was great. I just tried to say it wasn't nearly as good.
And I think that cheese is made up, by the way. I've never heard of a cow that lactates 2 weeks out of the year. Or whatever.
2 months.
No, that's fake. That's made up. That is made up.
Yeah, that cow needs to. And that's the thing. Again, I couldn't be a scientist. I couldn't create stuff. I couldn't be someone who discovers anything, because if I see something like that, I'm going to assume that cow is sick. But no, this person's like, you know what? I'm going to turn it. Let it sit for a couple months. See what kind of cheese it makes.
You let a cow hang out in Blount County and it lactates for only 2 months out of the year, that thing's going to be at a cookout. It's going to be the main entree real quick. Okay? They're making up cows. That's a marketing ploy. It's genius. Yeah, I got some cheese here. How much is it worth? Okay, your barrel of cheese is worth $7. Oh. But I can only get this barrel because my cow only lactates 2 months out of the year. What?
$50 a pound.
It tastes disgusting, though. Yeah, but think about how hard it is to get. Oh, good point. We'll put it on a $200 grilled cheese.
You know,
you can't invent cows. That's not true. They're even making that up.
The other thing about making that so expensive is instead of tomato soup, the lobster bisque that went with it.
Yeah.
I heard today a really interesting story about lobster and like how all of a sudden it's like this really high priced item.
It used to be trash food.
It used to be prison food. Lobster used to be legitimately prisoners were limited to only being able to eat it 2 to 3 times a week.
Yeah.
It was prison food. And then people were because there were so many, lobsters would just wash up in groves on the shore, and there was just an abundance of lobster that it was a cheap food. And now that they've made it, I don't know if there's just fewer lobster or
I don't think there is.
They've just
it's marketing.
100%. Chefs started to realize how tender the meat is and how good it is. People consider it was like the bug of the ocean.
This guy was like, "This isn't that good." What is really good, though? Melted butter. What's, like, I could dip anything into melted butter and be good. Let me try that. Uh-oh. I think we got a delicacy on our hands. It's that simple, man.
And
I saw a video where a guy was like, yeah, we all got played. Like, you're forced to pay all these high prices. You're eating the insect of the ocean.
yeah, lobsters are very they're I'm trying to think of the word. Their makeup.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about?
No, I have no idea.
Their
Give me some
biological
clues.
makeup. That's what I'm. That was what.
Ooh.
Their biological makeup is very, very similar to that of a cockroach.
Ooh, hard shell. That's putting me off lobsters now.
Yeah,
It's kind of gross.
have you ever bought a lobster? Because I never have.
You've never had a lobster?
I've had it like a bite, but I've never bought like a lobster.
I don't go out of my way to get it because it's too overpriced, and you get like a little tail, and you know, whatever. You dip anything into butter and it tastes good. I did have one on my honeymoon though, because it's all inclusive or whatever. So I was like, yeah, go ahead, throw a lobster on that bad boy, and it wasn't great. They didn't give me no butter. I had to eat it dry, and let me tell you, it's not good. You chew it real hard.
Ooh.
I know. Yeah. Eat a lobster without butter. It ain't good.
No, that's like fries without the ketchup.
Hey, it's better than fries without ketchup. Better than lobster without butter.
That's fair. I could eat a few before I need something to dip them in. But all right, we're going to go ahead and call it here. We will be back with you on Friday. Get you guys ready for the weekend. We'll have more of an update. We'll have a couple more games under our belt of the week for the Trash Pandas to recap. We'll keep an eye on what's going on in AAA, what's going on at the Pro Club, or the Major League Club. We've got several things going on here next week. We're going to start it off with the Ladies' Night on Tuesday. We have our first Education Day.
We got a lot, dude.
Yeah.
Tuesday, April 18th, first game of our first 6-game homestand of the season. It is.
Is that it?
You can just say it.
Is it the bobblehead?
Yeah, it's the Logan O'Hoppe bobblehead. Yeah, the commercials are out there. It's
Yeah, well, I know, but I didn't want to steal your announcement of it. You were going for it.
Oh, okay. You sprinkled a little gold on there for me.
Tried.
Huh? Okay, thank you. Just like the gold in the food that was meaningless.
Yeah.
But anyways, the Logan O'Hoppe bobblehead, April 18th, first 1,500 fans are going to get one of those. I see people are traveling from out of town to get this. They're already messaging our social media going, if I get there right at 5, am I going to be able to get one? What if I get there at 5:15? Oh, dear God, I need a Logan O'Hoppe bobblehead. How do I do it? Look, I can't make any guarantees. I mean, if you're here when gates open, odds are you're going to get one unless 2,000 screaming O'Hoppe heads get here somehow and they crowd the gate. I don't see that happening, but it's popular, so go ahead, get your tickets now. Get ready to be here when gates open. Get yourself a piece of history. The best rookie catcher in Major League Baseball right now. 4 homers. Come on now. He's like a duck to water out there in the major leagues. You can get his bobblehead on Tuesday. Wednesday is Education Day. If you got a school out there, you want to go on a field trip and you can plan it in the next 7 days, have at it. I doubt you can because that seems like a very tough task, but if you want to go to a day game, if you don't have anything going on a Wednesday, or if you want to fake sick from school or work, then this is a great opportunity for you. I'm not going to suggest you do either of those, but I'm not going to judge you either. Then we move to Thursday. That is April 20th. Going to be dance team night. We're going to have some local dance teams out here doing some routines. We've had that a couple years now. That's always fun. Friday and Saturday, we got fireworks. It's going to be beautiful. And then Sunday, we end the week with another bobblehead giveaway. This one being a Sprocket bobblehead. Sprocket always enters the field on the back of our 4x4 Polaris right there, and we got a bobblehead to replicate that exact thing right there. So you'll see him in the back waving. You'll see the bobbling head, and that's on Sunday. So we got a bobblehead to open the homestand. We got a bobblehead to close the homestand, and a whole lot of stuff in between, kind of like that grilled cheese sandwich. It's all Caracavacchio cheese and gold flakes on the middle, man. Come and get it.
By the way, Logan O'Hoppe tied for 5th in Major League Baseball in home runs right now.
Who's he above?
He is. He's tied with guys like Matt Olson, Aaron Judge.
Ever heard of him?
Yeah, they're pretty good. Let's see. Yordan Alvarez is below him. Matt Chapman, Yandy Diaz, Joey Gallo, guys like that. But he's tied with a few people. But Bo Bichette, Xander Bogaerts, Franchi Cordero, CJ Cron.
I mean, no, it says
Look
it
at-
right there. Logan O'Hoppe is tied for 5th as best player in the league. That's a pretty big deal. You're going to want that bobblehead.
Yeah, for sure. I am Tony Mack. That is Tricky Ricky. We, again, will be back with you on Friday from 2 to 3. This has been the Bullpen.
I've never eaten like a lot of gold, but I accidentally ingested a bunch of Gold Bond foot powder. Have you ever done that?